श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय. In those days, I spent the time lying quietly, absorbed in silence. Bholanath's meals would thus get delayed. Observing this, Baul would regularly bring all the necessary spices, cleaned and ground by his wife, maintaining the required standards of purity. One evening, when Baul had come with these ground condiments, Bholanath remarked to me, "From what I noticed of your condition, what would happen if you were to eat some ground red chilies without mixing it with anything? Would you be able to withstand it without your eyes watering or experiencing any discomfort or getting sick?" This body replied, "When a question has arisen in your mind, why don't you feed me some of the ground chilies with your own hand?" Bholanath then took 3 handfuls of the ground chilies and put it into my mouth. I chewed these like chatu, that is powdered gram or barley, without water, and then sat before them for almost an hour. Both were wonderstruck. On being further questioned on the subject of eating ground chilies, Ma continued, "The next day, Bholanath took my paternal aunt to the Dhakeshwari temple, and when they returned in the afternoon, he said, 'Since last night, I have not been feeling well. I think I have fever.' The fever became worse, and he suffered from blood dysentery over the next 2 or 3 days. He started vomiting by the minute, his temperature rose, and his condition deteriorated. Pramath Babu sent a reputed doctor to treat him, but the medicines had no effect. Baul came and spent the nights here. This body neither ate nor moved from his bedside. One night I said to Baul, 'Bring me some chira, pressed rice.' He did so, and I soaked it in some water around 4 o'clock in the morning and kept it aside. His condition stayed the same during the day. When the fever rose even further in the afternoon, ice was placed on his head. He would not take any medicine and went into delirium. He would raise his head, but it would fall back again, and he lay there with his eyes fixed as if unconscious. Ashu and Motori began to cry. A singular feeling came over me. I asked them to be quiet, and raising Bholanath's head with my left hand, I kept passing my right hand lightly all over his body while strange sounds emerged from my mouth. After some time, Bholanath drew a deep breath and opened his eyes. Very slowly he whispered, "I am in great pain, save me." I told him, "Do not ever try to test this body again." He whispered his assent and prayed to get well. I now made him a drink with the chira that I had soaked the previous morning and placed a small amount of ground mint on his tongue. I observed that his feeling of nausea gradually lessened. The night came to an end, and Bholanath slept for a long time. The fever went up once, but soon came down slowly, and in a couple of days he recovered completely. On Baul's writing to Pran Gopal Babu in Deoghar regarding Bholanath's illness, Pran Gopal wrote to Bholanath saying, "Ask Ma from where she has picked up such expertise, surpassing even the Guru." This body replied, "It came from the Guru himself." It was found then that if anyone attempted to test this body, something adverse would always befall him or her. Just as proximity to fire brings warmth and proximity to the ice cools, so too one's bhav determines the benefit or loss that one derives from being close to this body. श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय.